Howdy folks, Thatcher here, and welcome back to Vampyr. When last we left off, we cured up what ails majority of Pembroke Hospital District. We forgot to give Shadana his fatigue medicine, so we'll do that before we leave. And then I went ahead and read up some more on some of the stuff here, and it was mostly stuff written by this guy, Clarence Crossley. It was talking about professional vampires and, try to kill it yourself. Talks about the Vampire Club, high society vampires, and saying that he'll pronounce them, he will name them soon. So we may run into this guy, Clarence, here in a second. And then we also saw a thing from him about orichalcum and holy symbols. So it's not just like Christianity holy symbols. So the cross, it can also be Jewish holy symbols. So the Star of David, olive branch, even. So I'm assuming any holy symbol of any religion is useful, but it's just a thing to repel. It's not going to harm them, well. And he talks about orichalcum. He talks about orichalcum being common in Atlantis, which is Santorini Island. And he wants anyone who can give him orichalcum. So that's interesting. And the last thing we talked about was, not talked about, but read about, was ekons. So ekons, I'm going to say it ekons, like the freaking Pokemon. Or ekons, really. So they're the ones that are the most human-like, and so they're able to stay on top of the food chain, basically. So they're able to mingle with, regular human society, and they're like the smartest and the cleverest or whatever, and so they have the ability to, all these reasons are why they're on top. Versus like Volkold, which is I think Fergal or Fergus, whatever his name was. He was a Volkald, and he's super tall and super big, and just doesn't look human to blend in. So it's not going to work with him with those types of species of vampire. So there's a reason why, all the reasons why they are at the top of the aristocracy or hierarchy, whatever you want to call it, vampires. Alright, so we gotta go give that guy, Mr. Chardana, the fatigue medicine. And we gotta figure out if we're gonna report Thoreau Strickland or just give him the placebo medication. I think we just report him. He's too dangerous.
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reid.
Well, give me a second here to adjust my camera out. Alright.
I know that you're a busy man, but I could use your help and advice.
The great Dr. Reid honors me with a request. What is it exactly?
Dr. Strickland devised an experimental drug for the Spanish flu that he asked me to manufacture.
You know what I think of fringe medical experimentation?
That's exactly why I want you to keep the result, Doctor. I made sure it won't harm anyone, but I'd like you to take care of it.
I see. Put it in my cabinet. I'll give you the key. I'll make sure no one uses this medication by mistake.
I'll do that. Thank you for your help, Dr. Aykroyd.
Thank you for your trust on the matter, Dr. Reid.
Okay. It doesn't give me anything else to talk with him about for right now. Yeah, it does. Alright, Strickland's chance to cure the flu.
Do you think Dr. Strickland has any chance of curing the Spanish flu by himself?
His wish to cure the sick is not driven by pride, but by an idealistic view about our mission here. Honestly, I don't know which is worse.
You consider him a good practitioner, yet you will not report his methods.
Strickland may be a rival, but I will not use dirty tricks or regulations to prove him wrong. We are doctors, not politicians.
Alright, cool. Got some, nice... You know, Aykroyd, you're alright.
Thank you for your time.
You're
We'll
alright,
talk
you know? Alright, so put it in the doctor's office.
A giant morgue.
Which is where exactly?
That's Pembroke nowadays.
This way? The upstairs? And in here? This office. We haven't been in here yet. This is all of their offices.
It's locked, all right.
Alright, so probably can find some dirt or hints or anything in here, maybe. Alright, that's where we put it in.
It's locked. It's locked, all
I got
right.
everything locked. Alright, Goswick's medical file. Mortimer Goswick, male, age 23. Status convalescence. Alright, date of release to be determined. Patient shows many signs of extreme fatigue and major sores on the throat, mouth, and tongue. No signs of flu. Refuses to speak. Claims it's too painful. Needs rest and healing of throat mucus membrane before any decision can be made concerning his release. That gives us something to talk about with him. Alright. Letter to Dr. Swansea. Dear Dr. Swansea, despite the actual urgency of the sanitary situation, I must inform you of a recent case of professional misconduct inside the Pembroke. Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan has been found guilty of undeniable, unprofessional conduct and thus guilty of endangering a patient. Under no circumstances should a nurse diagnose and establish a prescription without at least informing the referent doctor about her conclusion. You know me, Edgar. I'm not against personal initiative when it comes to the interest of all, especially during a crisis like the one we're facing. But we can't allow a nurse to perform a diagnosis and decide on a procedure to apply to a patient. The fact that said patient survived is no attenuating circumstance. It just means we dodged the bullet this time. I demand the strictest authority on this matter. Respectfully, Dr. Waverly Aykroyd. Well, I did say he was conservative about the practices of medicine and stuff, so during this time period, letting a woman diagnose someone.
Now that Dr. Aykroyd has been warned, he should make good use of this formula.
Alright, we should hope so. So that gives us something else we can talk about with the Nurse Brannigan, I'm assuming. And a couple other people, but we will not do that. We spent too much time in this hospital already. We gotta go talk to the Jordana who's overlooking the dead and give him some fatigue medicine, but other than that, we need to get moving on. Get a move on. Been here too long. Alright. Alright, you.
Good evening, Doc. Do you need medical attention? Well, the proximity of the dead isn't...
Yes.
Don't take too many risks with your health, Mr. Chidana. None of us are immune to this disease, and that is a good thing. Death and disease is a constant reminder of our mortality. But you have my thanks, Dr. Reid.
Alright, well,
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
see you later.
More bodies will arrive and then sadly depart.
Alright, so we got a long way to go to get to the West End. I'm assuming... Hang on. Map. If we just go here and then here, I think we'll be okay. And who knows, maybe we'll run into that other guy. There's Brannigan. I want to talk to you. There's Clay Cox. There he is. Oswald and someone else that we haven't talked to. Hang on. Down we go. Oswald. These people we haven't talked to yet. Like at all. What's going on? Why are we loading? What just happened? I just went to talk to someone. What's happening, game?
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better?
Weird.
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Great.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
Treatment for migraine. We don't have the treatment for migraine? I thought we did. Alright, fine.
I will see you later.
Alright, so let's just talk to you then. Why were you locked up?
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Claustrophobia?
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Alright, so... Ignore it. Alright, what was the argument about?
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Alright, do you have a job?
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Alright, so... We'll ask other stuff first. What about the London situation?
Are you concerned about the conditions here in London?
Not really. Sick people, men in arms, fighting every night. I already faced all this during the war.
Alright. I guess we'll talk about your fear of being enclosed.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then if you're so interested in my case.
This is terrible. This isn't gonna work. I don't think we have enough details. Yes. Can we, like, leave? I'm just gonna do medical
Do you
checkup.
need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
Alright, yeah. We don't have the
I
medicine
will see
for
you
it.
later.
Alright, we'll leave it at that for
Goodbye,
now.
Mr. Thatcher.
Now we know that they're down by
Try
the
to take
docks.
care of yourself.
We can see what goes on there. Where'd your friend go? Damn it. Alright, there he is. Alright, who are you?
So many rats in the streets. Aren't I the lucky one?
Who might you be?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Oh
of
my
the
god,
Pembroke
look at
Hospital.
you.
May I be of assistance?
Dr. Reid. So it's you who saved my friend Oswald. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
And you are?
Newton Blight. Oswald and I recently returned from the war.
Newton Blight. You just had a weird face you made
Do you need medical attention, sir?
when we
Afraid
first
so.
met you.
In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, I've got that fear in London now.
Alright, so he has a cold.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You are wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Alright, good.
Are you concerned about the living conditions in the city?
Of course I am. I'll be stuck here for as long as Oswald refuses to go to hospital. And, unfortunately, it seems the violence is rising.
What kind of violence?
I believe people have armed themselves and started to attack those that show signs of contagion.
Oh, that's rough. Alright, so... What about the war?
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... Well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
You knew Oswald before?
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we're in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
Alright, I've fought in France too.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Alright, why do you stay here?
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
Alright, so that's that about him. He has a phobia of rats. Alright. Go to Pembroke Hospital. Personal questions. Yeah, let's talk about your phobia of rats.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
Boy.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Alright. What about the Pembroke Hospital?
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Alright, I don't think that gave us anything really...
Goodbye,
any new
Mr.
information
Blunt.
on
Take care of yourself.
Oswald, did it? Double check. I just want to double check something real quick.
Good evening.
Evening.
Not really. And that's why not go to the hospital if you're being enclosed. I think
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher.
we'll have to just figure out some more stuff later. That takes care of this place, really. You don't have the migraine thing, but maybe on the way back we'll kind of hide out and make all that stuff. Got so many other areas with so many other people who are sick. Like I said, if we do head to Whitechapel and it's out of the way of where like the game is sending us on side missions and stuff, then we'll just do that outside of. Dagnabbit. I just.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top.
Oh my god, no. Alright, you guys have fun with that guy. A skull and that. And oh my god. Alright, bye now. Bye now. Bye now. See you later. Whoa! He's here again. No, wait, that's not... Is that him? It is. His little horns. You gonna say something, dude?
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I'm not your champion. I insist you be quiet. Go away. I'm not your champion.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
Alright, well, just keep saying that.
Tired of all these puppet shows.
Yeah. So in that interaction, he seemed more benevolent than the other times. He's talking about a famous queen and something's rising and a champion to like stop something from happening. Something we have not encountered before. Oh my goodness. Blinker and a rogue. They're tough. Can I? Like, I can't. Dagnabbit. That. Dagnabbit. They hurt like crap. They hurt like crap. Ow, ow, ow. Kill. Thank you. Oh, you suck. Alright. Happy with that. Go ahead and heal up all the way. There we go. All right. F up there. It's just the in-between area. This where we were with Mary and stuff? Can't remember anymore. Alright, so now we need to head this away. A lot going on in London town these days.
It's locked, all right.
That's a locked door. Okay, how do I get around? And I kind of just like go accidentally the wrong way. If I head this way, I'm not going to be able to go anywhere until like a long, long way. So I need to head back the way I came, I guess. Okay, that's stuff. War propaganda stuff we've already read. I guess we just need to go straight on from here. If we can. Oh! Who might you be? Hello? Can't use my
They
V.
want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Alright, can I can, alright. So it looks like they took out someone's... There's some war happening. So we gotta go, so let's head this way. Alright. Whoa, what's happening there? Sure. Wait a minute, what? What? Ow, 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 ow. You freaking piece of crap. Take this. Screw you, man. I was helping you out. Like, what the heck? You realize I was another fellow vampire? I don't know. Can't tell what he was. He had vampire powers, so this is
I cannot enter.
locked from both sides. Alright. This is your neighborhood, Ashbury? It's very dangerous. Seems like not a good neighborhood.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
You know, does it matter when there's like open warfare going on outside your door? Alright. Let me in, please.
Dr. Reid, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him, but I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
I keep on mocking me. Stop calling me that. Call me Jonathan. Don't call me that.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
Well, my sister became a vampire and I had to kill her all over again.
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
Yeah, I killed Mary twice.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
He seemed timeless.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I felt this power radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Priwen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the Ancient Ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
Alright, so it's my turn to ask questions.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I know, we're gonna get initiated.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course, to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they?
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the guard of Priwen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
So we read about Lord Redgrave in the lore stuff. So he's the founder of the club.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
Okay. So why use you?
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
So did they threaten you?
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first. But it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help?
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman.
Oh.
That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Okay, so even with vampires, male-dominated society. Of course.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
Alright, so who is he?
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
How old is he?
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
Have you met him?
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
Alright, how powerful is his reach?
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
Not all immortals.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
Okay.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind.
Uh-oh.
And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
What is the great hunt? Well, we know, but we'll ask
What
it.
is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
So, how did you survive?
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us is the cause of the epidemic.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
Did we fight back?
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
I think I saw them kill an ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Okay. You should flee.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
Oh my goodness, there's so much here. Okay, hang on. This conversation just keeps going and going and going. Alright, so I'm going to have to cut it off here, and we'll finish this conversation next time. So, till next time, this has been Sathios, signing out for now. Bye, folks.